Hello everyone, so lesson number 28 and we're going to do one of the riffs from Now On, from The Greatest Showman. It sounds like this. Now the reason why we're doing this one is all because of this rhythm here, and it's what's known as a syncopated rhythm. Normally when we've been playing, we've got a sort of fairly straight rhythm. We've got the 1, 2, 3, 4, and those plums are there. It's all nice and simple. But we've recently been coming across these notes here which are dotted. And if you remember from previous lessons, this dotted note means that it's worth 1.5. So in this case, we've got one beat here, and then half of that one beat is a half. So 1 plus a half equals 1.5. Bit complicated to explain or to say, but it's fairly simple when you think about it. So when we're counting in music, normally we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But that doesn't work with this bar anymore. So in our heads, we've got to subdivide it even more. And we've got to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And so then we're able to go 1 and 2. So we've got 1 and 2, which is our 1.5 beats. And then the and of 2 is this next note. So 1 and 2 and. 1 and 2 and. And then this note here is back on the beat. It's on beat 4. It's the last crotchet in the bar, so we know it's beat 4 because we've got 4 beats in the bar. So we're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 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 So in the music it sounds like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So I'm just repeating this bar over and over again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And you see that D is happening on beat 4. We're going back onto the beat. So if we counted these two bars together, it would be like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. You can see that's really slow. Normally we're going to go. So this is why we can't always count out aloud. We have to sort of count and make these subdivisions in our head. So I think best to sort of start playing this very, very slowly with counting, and then we're going to gradually speed it up, and we'll end up sort of just feeling this rhythm. Normally when I read this rhythm, I know what it sounds like, so rather than having to count, you end up feeling it. And this rhythm happens twice. It actually happens here as well, so we're going to come back to this later. Right, let's have a look at it on the piano and do it super slowly. So, the pattern we're going to start with is on a D. Let's just focus that in. Okay, so on a D. We're going to start on a beat. I'm going to start on finger 4. I'm going to play 2 Ds. And then 2 E's. And then C sharp with a 3. And then back on the D on the 4. So it looks like this. So D, D, E, E, C sharp, D. Now let's count it and see how it works. So we've got beat 1 is blank, and then we've got 2, 3, 4, which is 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then beat 1 is another E. So now we need to do the 1 and 2 and. So we're going to go even slower now. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I'll do that again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Oh, sorry. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Gonna get faster. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. We'll probably go that speed for now. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And gradually get used to doing that and then gradually speed it up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. To the point where you don't have to count anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And then the rhythm for the next bit is exactly the same, but we're going to do an A on the thumb. So we're going to do 3. So 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're basically finishing that whole bar with an A. And the next bar, we've got G, G, and then D and F sharp at the same time, using fingers 2 and 4. So the whole pattern looks like this. So again, really slowly is 1 and 2, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So gradually do it really slowly. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Bit faster. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Oh my god. Sorry. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. You can see actually how impractical that is to count that quickly. So we're just going to try and feel it now. So if we put those two together, it sounds like this. So on 4. So go again. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 1. And the very last bit is just D and F again, and then E, and then C and E. Sorry, C sharp and E with a thumb and a 3. So it looks like this. Now that E to C sharp is very quick actually. It's actually an apple if you look at the music again. So 1, 2, 3, apple. So in your head, if you go 1, 2, 3, apple, and it's got an apple. So the A of the apple is just the 3 on the E, and then the C sharp joins it on the pull. Apple. So definitely practice going apple, 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 and then try 1, 2, 3, apple. 1, 2, 3, apple. And that's quite tricky with the whole coordination thing, particularly as you're sort of having to repeat that note. 1, 2, 3, apple. And then have a go at putting those 3 little sections together. So 1, 2, 3, and 1. 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, apple. So you see, when I've just done the, I've got to count to 4 as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Because we've got a long held bar in there as well. Let me show again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, apple. I'll go even slower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, apple. Do it as slow as you need to and gradually speed up so you end up with something that sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And you can start again, and 1. Do it one more time, 3 and 1. So that is the right hand of the riff from now on, and we'll have a look at the left hand and how we put it the right hand next time. Good luck.